Shannon Bream, The Women of the Bible Speak, the Wisdom of 16 Women and Their Lessons for Today. Explore the engaging wisdom of 16 women from the Bible as Shannon Bream sheds light on their lives and powerful lessons, relevant today in The Women of the Bible Speak. From Sarah and Hagar's complex relationship, the story of resilient Leah, these tales provide insights into the importance of understanding, growth through adversity, justice, and discovering strength in challenging circumstances. Be inspired by the compassionate nature of Jesus towards women, treating them as equals and giving them a crucial role in the Christian faith.
Understanding Christian teachings through the story of Sarah and Hagar. The story of Sarah and Hagar in the Bible teaches us the importance of being understanding towards one another, even in difficult circumstances. Sarah and Hagar initially lived together harmoniously, but their relationship soured when Sarah became jealous of Hagar's pregnancy, leading to mistreatment and eventual banishment of Hagar and her son Ishmael. If Sarah had shown kindness and if Hagar had demonstrated compassion, their ending could have been different. This highlights the intrinsic value of understanding in Christianity and how it can prevent tragic outcomes. The story of Leah, growth through adversity. Leah's story, as told in the Bible, is one of growth through adversity. Despite being married off to Jacob through deceit, she embraced her situation and learned to appreciate what she had. Her difficult relationship with her younger sister Rachel made her into a self-assured woman who knew her strengths. Leah's story teaches us that through dealing with difficult people and situations, we can become our best selves and grow closer to God. Tamar's story, lessons in mercy and justice. Tamar's story is a powerful example of mercy and justice in the face of betrayal and mistreatment. Tamar was married off to two brothers, both of whom were struck down by God, leaving her blamed for their deaths. When Judah, her father-in-law, failed to keep his promise of giving her his youngest son as a husband, she disguised herself as a prostitute and tricked him into sleeping with her. Tamar became pregnant with Judah's child and was publicly shamed for her pregnancy. However, instead of seeking revenge, Tamar delivered her message privately with Judah's belongings and showed great dignity in mercy. Her story teaches us the value of mercy for those who have wronged us, while also remaining strong in seeking justice without inflicting harm. The power of quiet prayers. Hannah's story in the Bible teaches us that God hears everyone's anguish, no matter how quietly they suffer. The Bible values childbearing greatly, considering it a divine blessing. However, not being able to conceive was personally devastating, and being surrounded by mocking mothers only made things worse, as was the case with Hannah, the wife of Elkanah. Peninnah, the second wife of Elkanah, bore children while Hannah remained childless, and was tormented by Peninnah's shaming. Despite this, Hannah maintained her composure and prayed silently to God for a son, promising to dedicate him to God's service for the rest of his life. Hannah's story shows that even the most intimate and unshareable of prayers are not beyond God's hearing. When Hannah prayed softly, she caught the attention of Eli, a priest, who mistook her for a drunkard rather than a person of faith. However, after clarifying her intentions, Hannah's prayer was answered and she gave birth to a son, Samuel, whom she dedicated to God's service. Lastly, Hannah's story is a strong reminder that God listens to all our anguish, regardless of how much we choose to share with others in the world. Esther, a brave woman's triumph. Esther, a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, becomes the queen of Persia after winning a beauty pageant. Her story demonstrates how God prepares us for our greatest challenges. When Haman, the viceroy appointed by the king, seeks revenge against all Jews in the kingdom and plans to massacre them, Esther's cousin sends word to her to plead with the king. Terrified, Esther initially resists until Mordecai convinces her that God led her to this decisive moment. Esther reveals her Jewish identity to the king and pleads for her people's safety. The king orders Haman to be hanged and allows Esther and Mordecai to draft a new law protecting the Jews. Esther's bravery and triumph reveal that God will pull us through in our hour of need when all seems lost. Challenging gender and social norms. Jesus defied the traditional beliefs of the ancient world, giving equal importance to women, the weak, and the poor while humbling the wealthy and powerful. He treated all women as important individuals, regardless of their societal status, challenging gender and social norms of his time. This is highlighted through his interaction with the Samaritan woman, a member of a group considered inferior by the Jews, and in his choice of Mary Magdalene as the first to witness his resurrection. In the kingdom of God, sexism and racism had no place, and everyone was seen as equal. Jesus believed that women played crucial roles in spreading the faith, and trusted them with important messages and missions, placing them at the heart of his work.
In The Women of the Bible Speak, Shannon Bream illuminates the timeless wisdom and experiences of key biblical women who faced adversity, challenges, and complex relationships. Across these stories of Sarah, Hagar, Leah, and others, we learn valuable lessons on understanding, dealing with hardship, seeking justice, and trusting in the power of God. Jesus' treatment of women as equals also highlights the importance of inclusivity within the Christian faith. By examining these lessons, we can delve deeper into our spiritual path, appreciating the role of each individual in God's story and embodying the essence of Christianity in our daily lives.